At 1.6 million acres, the Kaibab National Forest borders both the north and south rims of the Grand Canyon, in north-central Arizona. It is divided into three major sections, the North Kaibab Ranger District and the South Kaibab, and are managed by the United States Forest Service. The South Kaibab is further divided into two districts, the Tusayan Ranger District and the Williams Ranger District. The Grand Canyon is a natural boundary between the North Kaibab and the South Kaibab. The South Kaibab covers 1,422 square miles and the North Kaibab stretches over 1,010 square miles. Elevations vary on the forest from 5,500 feet in the southwest corner to 10,418 feet at the summit of Kendrick Peak on the Williams Ranger District. The forest as a whole is headquartered in Williams. North Kaibab. The Kaibab Plateau is an island surrounded by lower elevations. The plateau, with elevation up to 9,215 feet, is bordered on the south by the Grand Canyon, on the east and the west by tributary canyons of the Colorado River, and on the north by tiers of uplifted cliffs. North Kaibab history. The North Kaibab Ranger District was part of the lands withdrawn from the public domain in 1893 and included in the Grand Canyon Forest Reserve. President Theodore Roosevelt created the Grand Canyon Game Preserve in 1906. The game preserve, which includes 612,736 acres of the Kaibab National Forest, is set aside for the protection of game animals and birds, and is to be recognized as a breeding place therefore. In 1908, the forest reserve north of the Grand Canyon, including the game preserve, was renamed Kaibab National Forest. In 1919, the Grand Canyon National Park was created from the Forest Service lands surrounding the Grand Canyon. In 1934, the Tusayan National Forest south of the Grand Canyon was consolidated into the Kaibab National Forest, forming the present forest boundaries. Up until 1972, the North Kaibab consisted of two ranger districts, Big Springs and Jacob Lake. The headquarters of each were somewhat remote, particularly the Big Springs district. The two were combined and the forest area north of the canyon became the North Kaibab Ranger District, and the district ranger station moved to Fredonia. The headquarters for the Kaibab National Forest is in Williams, Arizona. North Kaibab climate. The climate of the North Kaibab, which encompasses the Kaibab Plateau, is a snowy highland climate, qualifying as DSB/CSB under the Köppen climate classification, a type often described as continental climate. There are two weather stations in this area: Jacob Lake, which is near the center of the plateau, and Bright Angel Ranger Station, which is located at a more southerly location and is higher in altitude. The higher altitude is reflected in Bright Angel's cooler temperatures and increased precipitation versus Jacob Lake. Using the 0 degrees Celsius isotherm between temperate and continental climates preferred by some climatologists, Bright Angel Ranger Station is DSB, the dry summer version of the warm summer humid continental climate. The North Kaibab is unusual for either a CSB or DSB climate, featuring lower precipitation in early summer, with July and August being wetter. This is followed by a slightly dry period during the autumn months, and then a wetter period from December to March. Summers in this area feature warm days and cool nights. Winters are chilly, especially at night, and snowy. Jacob Lake averages 105 inches of snow per annum, and Bright Angel Ranger Station 135 inches. South Kaibab. The South Kaibab includes the Tusayan Ranger District and the Williams Ranger District. Vegetation. Vegetation in the forest varies by elevation and exposure. Principal tree species are ponderosa pine, Douglas fir, Engelmann spruce, aspen, blue spruce, oak, pinyon pine, and juniper. Among other things, they enhance the beauty of the landscape, hold soil in place, and provide cover and food for wildlife. As elevation decreases, trees give way to bitterbrush, gamble, sagebrush, and cliffrose. Within the forest, there are irregular areas entirely free of tree growth. Wildlife. Commonly seen large wild animals include white-tailed deer, mule deer, elk, antelope, turkey and coyote. Mountain lion, bobcat, and black bear are seen less frequently. Common small animals in Kaibab National Forest include chipmunks, ground squirrels and Abbott's squirrels. Less common are porcupines, small lizards, and rattlesnakes. Most common birds are bluebirds, robins, stellers, jays, nuthatches, fliggers and other woodpeckers, crows, various hummingbirds, ravens, and a variety of hawks. Bats also occupy the park. Wilderness. There are 4 designated wilderness areas in the Kaibab National Forest, 2 in the North Kaibab Ranger District and 2 in the Williams Ranger District. Kanab Creek Wilderness, Kendrick Mountain Wilderness, Saddle Mountain Wilderness, Sycamore Canyon Wilderness. Attractions. The historic Spring Valley Cabin, near Parks, Arizona in the Williams Ranger District, is available for rentals through the Rooms with a View, Arizona cabin rental program. The cabin was built in 1917. It served as the residence for rangers who worked at the guard station. The bunkhouse was the original office, located 1 mile south of the Grand Canyon. Hull Cabin is the oldest surviving historic cabin near the Grand Canyon's south rim. This rustic cabin was built in 1889 as part of a sheep ranch, and was acquired by the Forest Service in 1907 for use as a ranger station. In 1985, the cabin was listed in the National Register of Historic Places. Hull Cabin is also available for rentals through the Rooms with a View program. A 3-acre fishing facility, Perkins Tank, is a blue ribbon trout fishing area. The tank was recently drained because of illegal green sunfish stocking.